I'm between you and dinner time. So I thought that it's important for me because tonight there's a big news coming in the stock market. So I thought gonna share with you guys what's gonna kind of share with you guys what's gonna happen, but more importantly, what are things you need to do from an investment perspective. Okay. Good evening. All right. Cool. Oh, let's see who's coming in. Okay. Hmm. And if you don't mind, are you able to turn that light downwards towards me? Yeah. Everybody. All right. Cool. Okay. Sorry, guys. Internet went dead for a while. Is it okay right now? Can everybody hear me loud and clear and watch and see me loud and clear? Sound testing. Everybody good? Sean, good to see you. Lena, Darren, good to see you. Okay. Okay. All loud and clear. Good. Everything. Hey, Chloe. Cole, is it? Yeah. Sharon, Sean, Lena. Yes. Thank you, William. Good to see you. Loud and clear. Okay. Yes. A bit jittery. Is it jittery? Sean, good to see you. Thank you. Working and listening. All right. Cool. Edwin, good to see you. Okay. Again, sound test. I just want to make sure that the visuals and the sound is good. Image resolution not good. Em, can you bring out the Fat Tutu for me? Because just now I switched to Wi-Fi and Wi-Fi went dead. I don't know why. Uh, okay, I just do a quality test first. Give me a minute. Voice is loud and clear. The image is not clear. Okay. Wait, let me see what I can do. Okay. Oh God. Is this still bad? Okay. And do me a favor. Put this Miffy and put this Miffy outside the door. Okay. Just outside the door and see where is it better. Just put outside. Yes. Okay. Watching from a JB house. Okay, that's good. Oh, JB house. Which part of JB? Which part of JB? Recently, I'm very keen in knowing JB. Okay. Yes. Again, sound test and visual test. Is it better right now? Okay. Sorry, quality. Can someone please respond to me, or is it better? Do I need on and off it again? Jared, the first time watching me live. Oh, okay. Okay, thank you. It's better now, Stephen? Okay, much better. All right, okay. All right, good. Okay. Okay. So let me quickly. Okay, go. All right, good. Okay, we'll start now, shall we? So interestingly, tonight the Federal Reserve, I think, is going to make some big announcement, and that potentially have huge impact on the stock market. The Federal Reserve is probably going to say that yes, I've seen that the market, I've seen that inflation is coming down. There are good signs, but we all need to be cautious because inflation may spike up again. So therefore, on the side of caution, I'm going to increase interest rate, but not as much, 25 basis points or 0.25%. And I will continue to sustain the increase until I see a clear and confirmatory sign that inflation is coming down. Then the stock market is going to react in weirdest way we can think of. Most likely they're going to go some softening, and then some people will then ignore what the Federal Reserve say, and then they're going to spike up. So it's kind of difficult to see what's going to happen, but I think the market kind of moved on and don't freaking care what the Federal Reserve has said really. So I think at this juncture, we need to now go back to first principles of investments, okay? And I thought that instead of everybody trying to catch the lowest point, and to some extent, I'm also trying to catch a lower point, I thought it's important for me to go back to the first principle of the Kungfu investment. Now, some people begin, recently there's a lot of, people actually said, well, Mr. Lu, you think you're a guru or not? And then some people say other guys, are they guru or not? Things like that. I'm going to bring out my biggest my biggest idol in investment, okay? And I'm going to quote him, right? Because more or less my investment strategy is what? My investment strategy is what I followed this gentleman for a long time, okay? And without a surprise, everybody know who my investment idol is? Anybody know who my investment idol is? Okay, uh, Buffett. Yeah, okay, Buffett, you're right, okay. Yes, 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 Warren Buffett, okay, Warren Buffett, okay. So this gentleman is called Warren Buffett, okay. Warren Buffett really is, really someone I look up towards a lot. In fact, my lifestyle to some extent also try to mirror him, right? He is of course one of the richest men on earth, and I'm not. I'm not even close. But he stays in a humble house, in the in a middle class kind of neighborhood in Omaha. They could have buy any house he want in the world, right? But he stays in a let's draw the equivalent. Okay, of course his is a landed house, but in his neighborhood will be something like an HDB in the Singapore context. Okay, he definitely stay in one of those houses, and and he drives a simple car, and I try to live up to it. I try to drive a simple car as well. He eats simply. I don't. I look for damn good food. Okay, damn good food. Not necessarily is expensive. You only eat McDonald's for breakfast and things like that. I need if possible, chai tao kueh, wanton mee, and all that kind of thing. It's not expensive, but basically we all try to live humbly and simply. Okay, right? And he shares a lot widely about his investment strategy, and I'm a big follower of his, and I try to do what he does, and more importantly, I try to share what he does with everybody as well by living it through myself. So, don't surprise some of the things you say, hey, isn't that what Mr. Lu does, right? Okay. You ready? All right, okay. So nobody's going to argue that Warren Buffett is the top investor in the world. Nobody's going to dare to say that. It's like in front of Li Ka-shing, even Jack Ma was very humble. Jack Ma, of course, is a top Chinese entrepreneur. But in front of Li Ka-shing, he was really humble, Senyang Diri position and things like that. In front of Warren Buffett, nobody would dare claim that, nobody would dare claim that anybody is better. Okay, so let's look at what Warren Buffett says, and these are things that I think is very important, that now that we are entering a phase of a potential bull run in the stock market, I need to bring everybody back to earth to investment 101. Okay, you can dispute with me on whether we are in a bull run or not. Okay, that's fine. Okay, but I think that the investment strategy of Warren Buffett and his philosophies remains timeless. Okay, all right. Number one is this. Okay, number one is this. I'm not a value investor. You're wrong. Okay, yeah, I'm not a value investor. Okay, so consistently buy a S&P 500 low cost index fund. Keep buying it through thick and thins, especially through the thins. Isn't this what I do? I buy the S&P 500, a lot of it. Now I do buy some Nasdaq, not a lot, but I buy a lot of S&P 500, right? In fact, I bought close to $1 million this round of crash. And I especially bothered through thin. In fact, I don't like to buy much through thick. I like to buy through thin, okay, through thin. So when the market crash, I buy and buy and buy and buy and buy and buy, and then I get attracted. So many criticism, cow, right? Hey, hello, hello. Nobody give a like, okay? Yeah, someone swallowed a frog, okay? My daughter is having hiccups now. It's very loud, okay? So anyway, so where was I? Yeah, so a lot of people actually yes, thank you for giving a like, really appreciate it. You help to promote the video. A lot of people say, you stupid shit, Mr. Lu, you never catch it at the lowest point. In fact, after you say it will go up, okay, it always eventually will crash. Yeah, you're always wrong, right? A lot of people, not boss, some people say that, right? Because they are expecting me to want to catch the lowest point, and from that point onwards, you will skyrocket. Go slap yourself, right? Right? Go slap yourself. That's not the strategy, right? The strategy is just to buy when it is low, okay, and just let it ride for 20 years. Nobody likes, the issue is nobody likes slow wealth. Everybody like quick wealth, right? Anyway, that's not the point. The point is that, okay, let me repeat again. Consistently buy S&P 500 low cost index fund and keep buying it through thick and thins, especially the thins. That's what we're doing now. So arguably right now the market is still thin because from 4,700 where it was high, now it's about 4,000 chut tampok, but it's still thin, okay, still thin. I Part of my purchases were in the 3,800 range or something like that, okay? Now, a lot of people said, let's do some profit taking. In fact, someone actually wrote this in my Telegram group, and please join my Telegram group. We're going to cross 29,000 people right now. Someone actually wrote this, it's never a mistake. It's never a mistake to take profit. That's wrong. That's wrong. It's no. Okay, let me, not I say, look at what, Charlie, good to see you. This is quotation, they're all around the same theme, okay? I'm going to read to you, okay? If you are not willing to own a stock for 10 years, don't even think of owning it for 10 minutes, right? And the second quote he says is, our favorite holding period is forever, okay, forever. And a lot of people want quick returns, right? It's just say, but we're gonna do a lot of activity to make sure, we get quick results, and this is very funny. I heard variants of this across the world. I went to Korea. I went to Italy. I went to France. I went to Germany. I went to Switzerland. I went to Middle East. I went to Israel. All this. Everybody has this quote in their own language in different flavor, but it basically says this: 9 women cannot produce a baby in 1 month. That's funny, right? 9 women cannot produce a baby in 1 month. What's the whole principle of this? Is that in stock investment, you got a whole long term, okay? Whole long term. This is not what I say, this is what Warren Buffett said, right? You got whole long term. And why I buy all these stocks and I don't seem to ever to sell. Every time I fire a shot, everybody asks me, so Mr. Lu, when are you going to sell? Never, not a long time, maybe my 70s or 80s or something like that, right? Everything, not used to this, right? But then I use my calculator and press the number that goes jump. We will allow compounding to take place. Time and high return rates is your friend over time, right? So you got to be excited about holding a stock over a long period of time, right? And all the middle fluctuations, just ignore it, right? And don't be afraid of holding for a long period of time. Now, then someone said, Mr. Lu, you only fire, your CPF, Cynthia, good to see you. You only fire CPF, SRI, you fire so little cash this round. Well, I came to realize this, in my previous few rounds, since 2008, I wasn't an entrepreneur. 2012, I haven't become an entrepreneur. I fired everything I have inside. 2015, I was a small-time entrepreneur. By the time it goes to 2020, I became an entrepreneur and now I own more businesses. I realized I need more cash reserve, okay? Because all my businesses, anytime will call on the cash. So actually, when you are an investor and entrepreneur, it's actually quite difficult, because you need to hold a lot of cash. I now understand why during the COVID crash, Warren Buffett quickly sold off a lot of airline stocks. He called on cash, right? Because all his company will suddenly call him for cash. Then I realized, oh wow, I've unfortunately landed in the same bucket. But anyway, so Kung Fu number 2 is this, okay? You need to know, you need to know that if you want to invest, don't attempt to buy, sell, and try to make quick bucks, right? Buy and hold for a long period of time and ignore the fluctuations, okay? All right, so Kung Fu number 3, okay? Kung Fu number 3 is this. This is very, very important. I've said it many times, I'm going to say it again, okay? The most important quality for an investor is temperament and not intellect. A lot of people think that is brain power. No. It's what you have here in the heart and not here in the brain, right? You need a temperament that neither derives great pleasure from being with the crowd or against the crowd. So this is very important because a lot of investment strategy, okay, cannot be executed if you have an excitable heart or a weak heart, right? So, you know, you cannot, the best investors I've told you, I've seen the best investors. No, it's not a strong gut. These people have no gut, meaning that not no gut, they have no feelings. Yeah, the best investors I've seen are like the most boring person on earth. They are like nerds. They are like nothing excites them. I'm not even sure the best investor I have, is like, I'm pretty sure, when he gave a proposal to the wife and the wife girlfriend then said, will you marry me? And then the girlfriend said yes. He said, okay, let's go get married. Yeah, very boring, kind of exciting. When I have the first kid, they said, okay, kid is here. Yeah, there is like that. I'm not like that. So I cannot be a damn good investor. I can be a good investor. I cannot be a damn good investor. Okay. So these are people like their heart is calm in the high and the low and calm. So I have this quotation for this is my quotation that I borrowed from a top investor. The best investors are 90% robot and 10% human. I don't think I can do that. I can do 70-30. This time around during the crash, wow, my portfolio went down from the peak down by millions. And yet, I could still sleep very well. But was I a bit based on? Yeah, of course, right? But of course. But yet, the best investors I've seen, they got no feeling. How do you become no feeling? Yeah, right. So I still have feeling, but I wouldn't get edgy and things like that. Yeah. So anyway, so you need that kind of like I use the word 90% robot, 10% human to be a top investor. But another way to look at it is your 70% is good enough. Okay, at least good enough for me. Yeah. So this is very important. Okay, I tell you how to be rich. Close the door. Be fearful when others are greedy and be greedy when others are fearful. Okay? And another quotation by him is this: the best time to deploy capital is when things are going down, right? Every time when the market crashed, I went in shorts after shorts after shorts after shorts after shorts. You all saw me, right? This is the time where every single shot I fired, I announced to the whole world. Everybody said, it's still crashing, Mr. Lu, you stupid idiot, right? Okay? But the best time to buy when everybody is scared, right? Everybody's like, it's going to crash some more. It's going to crash to 3,000 points. It's going to crash to 2,000 points. Morgan Stanley says this, Goldman Sachs says it's all going down, 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 down. Mr. Lu, why the only idiot like you keep saying, say one day it will go up, right? Okay, so the market is going up now. Tonight it may crash again, depending on what Warren Buffett says, but the trend is now on the rise. Okay, so this is a very interesting statement that I learned recently. That is applicable to not just stock but also property. You make money in investment when you buy them, not when you sell them, right? You make money when you buy, meaning more importantly when and how you buy, right? So it's not when and how you sell, right? So it's important you buy the wrong time. You see, yeah, I have a relative. I have a relative to just recently advised me, you buy a Malaysian property, don't buy. You just go and rent. He bought one property 8 years ago for maybe 1.8 million dollars. Today, he'll be happy to sell it for 1.8, 1.9. Yeah. So because Malaysian property is very difficult to sell, right? So my point is that when you buy is more important than when you sell. So you got to buy when the market is crashing, right? No, market is rising, and you don't need to worry when the market will crash to the lowest point, right? Okay. So anyway, I have been extremely transparent and been a pillar of support for everybody, telling you what the economic climate is and things like that. So anyway, let's go to the next one. Beware the investment activity that produce applause. The great moves in investments are usually greeted by yawns. Yeah. A lot of people say, Mr. Lu, you don't even know how to plot chart. You don't know crypto. Okay? You don't know Tesla. right? If you don't even know Google and Microsoft, right? The investment strategy has the most boring. Who the hell hold CPF as a financial safety net and let it hold and compound for 30 years, right? You should buy property, you should leverage to the moon, and right now the property market is shooting up to the sky, right? You should have done this, you should have done that, done this, done that. My investment strategy is very sian. Top up your special account, top up MediSave account, form a financial safety net. Above that, don't buy any other stocks and whatsoever. I just buy the S&P 500, and then after that, I move out a little bit, and touch the Nasdaq, right? Now I above that, then I can do crazy things, right? You go ahead first. So I now, so this block is rock solid and it's boring, boring. It's called SBS. What's SBS? Anybody? Okay, it's SBS. My investment strategy is SBS. I'm pretty proud about it. Anybody know what's SBS? Okay, let's try. Okay, anybody know what's SBS? Huh? Oh, not bad. My daughter know. Okay, yes. SBS means Sibei Yeah, Sibei It's just a Sibei It's very, very boring investment strategy, right? But you know what? This is not Warren Buffett say. Warren Buffett say that the best moves, the great moves in investment, okay, are usually greeted by yawns. Yeah, greeted by yawns, right? Greeted by yawns. So I think there is strength in this kind of investment strategy. Okay. Now a lot of people have come to me recently. In fact, during Chinese New Year I met a top investment guru in Malaysia who is very good at picking stock, and until recently he got burned. Okay, but never mind, that's not the point. The point is that he's arguing with me right now that US is going down, China is coming up, Russia, Ukraine, all just US going down. Uh, you know, okay, Manyi, good to see you. Yeah. Let me show what Warren Buffett said. We always live in an uncertain world. What is certain is that the United States will move forward over time. For the last 240 years, it has been a terrible mistake to bet against America, and now is no time to start, right? So I actually bet heavily on United States, okay? Not so much United States, but S&P 500, which is, yes, there's a large chunk of it in the US, but it's also a global company, right? So I think it's important for us to realize how powerful the US is as a country, and yes, for 240 years it has been like that. I don't think it's going to change. Okay, I don't think it's going to change, at least not in my lifetime. Okay. So this is a very interesting quote, and it's widespread fear is your friend as an investor because it serves up bargain purchases. Right? This is again one of those quotations that really tell you when it's macroly frightening, right? Macroly frightening, this is your friend. Now, macro disaster is better than micro disaster, meaning that, oh, I saw this stock plummet a lot. Okay, I saw this stock plummet a lot, and I saw this stock plummet a lot because the financials of the company is bad. Therefore, I go and buy now. That's quite dangerous. But if the overall economy, overall climate, COVID disaster, all this, bring down every stock, that's the best. Because inherently it's the overall climate, and mankind has never been overcome by poor investment climate. Mankind always, come triumph over all this investment climate. So I think that when there's overall investment climate down, that's the best time to buy, and we just had one, right? Now it is coming out of it right now. It's coming out of it right now. It's not over yet, so I think there's something there. Okay. There are two or three more quotations, quite nice, and these are not really about investment, but I think it's important. You really measure your success in life by how many of the people you want to have love you actually do love you. Basically means that the success in life is not measured by how much money you have, how much houses you have, how much stocks you have, how much CPF you have. It's about those people that you want to love you actually love you. Your wife, your children, definitely not your mistress, probably your cat and dog, and your friends around you, right? So I think this measure of success is the best. Spend a hell lot of time with my kids. Every day I'm always overseas, but I always call them, always share with them, always give a lot of advice, to my children. We chit chat every day. My son yesterday was sharing with me some of his adventure in finding a girlfriend and things like that. And we talk and have a good laugh about it and things like that. But those kind of thing matters, right? That I want to be very close with my children, my family, my wife, my father, my siblings, right? So all these are very important. And I like to make good friends in business, good friends in investments and things like that. These are things that matters to me, right? So hair growing well. Oh, that's good to hear that. Okay, thank you. Not enough, but yeah, okay. You can still see some sparseness in it, but I think it's progressing. Thank you very much. Okay, so I think really if there's thing called a wealth indicator and a love indicator, I'm sure love indicator matters a lot most. Okay, you know what? Beyond a certain point, every incremental $1 million that I make has no incremental value to me. No incremental joy to me, not value. But when I see my kids doing well in life, my kids coming to me and share me their joy, and all this, I think it matters a lot to me. Yeah, it matters a lot to me, right? And I think it matters a lot to Warren Buffett as well. This last one is a bit sensitive, and anybody who have kids around them, please chase them away right now. Okay? Yes. All right, cool. This one says, don't save sex for old age. Okay, don't save sex for old age. It's funny, right? Don't save sex for old age. This is Warren Buffett being cheeky. He actually says, would you save sex for old age? Nobody would do that, right? Okay. Yeah, when it comes to old age, what is there? No more joy already, right? You probably can't even perform, right? I got a friend recently tell me he's in his 70s, no interest in this activity anymore, right? So you save sex for old age for what? If you won't save sex for old age, why would you want to delay the gratification of pursuing your passions of life? Meaning that, a lot of you say that, I'm going to retire, then I start, become an entrepreneur. I'll start, doing things I love and like. Right now, I'll just suffer in my job. I'll just suffer in what I do, because I need to pay for a house, I need to pay for my children and things like that, right? But you know what? Don't delay your pursuit for passion. Passions in your life is very, very important. What I think is extremely important is to do the job you like, right? I'm an entrepreneur. I love pursuing businesses. Recently, I'm going to start another AI type business, and this is what I really and I found good people to help me run it. I enjoyed that, right? I set up business and let it run. And it's something I enjoy truly, right? And I watch over all my other businesses, and they are just wonderful. Strawberry, good to see you. So I think it's very important to pursue. I've been in corporate life for 20 years. Yes, I love some of it. A lot of it I don't like. Okay, and when I step out of it, I've never been stressed again. The way I was stressed in corporate life. Yeah, corporate life was terribly stressful. Terribly stressful. So no, don't save sex for old age. Don't stop. Don't delay pursuing your passions of your life. Right? It's very, very important. Okay, very important. So anyway, so that's essentially what I have for today. The stock market is now undergoing a pivotal moment. It's a point of inflection. Okay, it's possibly going to into a strong recovery stage. I've said that many times. Now a lot of people are now joining me to say that. I'm not the only one. I said it since last year July that it's going to recover because the signs of inflation is coming down. It may shoot up again, okay, but it's pretty unlikely. But I think the world is going to come out of this stock market crash it doesn't mean the world is coming out of a slowdown. Huh? And it doesn't mean that the prices that has been high will come down. It just simply means that the prices won't go up anymore, won't go up as much. Okay? Yeah. So that's what I think will happen. I've put money at where my mouth is. Okay. I might be wrong. I might be wrong. There's a lot of things that happen across the world, but you know what? I think this is what I convictedly believe in. Okay. So let's take a few questions, and I gotta go and rush and help B with her stuff. Right? Shall we? Okay. Any questions? Right? Any questions? Is it best time to buy stocks now? Anybody? All right. I'll take some questions right now. Okay. Okay, 30 minutes, not so bad. Considering my Wi-Fi problem in the start, I probably talk only for 25 minutes. All right. How do you control fear of missing out? Seeing other people making lots of money in stock picking Tesla. No, as long as you have your own formula of making money and you know that you're going to be there, okay? And then you won't be, yeah, they can make money. I can say of it. I would be there someday, maybe not ahead of them, okay, but I can be there, yeah. Right. So I think it's important that you know your investment strategy and you know with strong certainty where you're gonna be, right? Okay. Yeah, I too late for live stream or too late for investment in stocks. Too late for live stream, never mind, you can watch it later. Can buy S&P 500 now. I think, remember we talked about through thicks and thins. Okay, now is less thin, but I think it's still thin. So I've caught it at 3,800 points. I really threw in a buck into it, so I'm not going to throw in a lot more. I actually reserve a bit more. So yeah. What are possible black swans do I see? Black swans means by definition I cannot see, right? So, things in China, things in China is very uncertain whether it's going to cause a huge spike in inflation. We're not sure whether any other, I'm more afraid that now everybody is as bullish as I am and all start going out and buy things. Then the inflation will beat up again. So I kind of worry about that as well. But the investment climate and the business climate right now in US is very bad. Okay, it's very bad. So that's good. That's good news. Okay. Does this principle apply to day-to-day option traders? No. Okay. In fact, option traders, weekly traders are there. A lot of people there are a lot of people who are option traders, weekly trade. No, a lot of people who are traders in investment. I think it's very very dangerous, right? Why you want to give yourself the kind of heart attack, right? Saw a chart that says after Fed pivots, there's room for market to bottom a few times from past recession. If you believe, go ahead. Okay, you believe, go ahead, right? Even at this, over the last, I don't know, 3 months, there are tons of people that say that 3,000 points, 2,500 points, and things like that, right? I don't know. Yeah, there are people, right? So, you will have, and these are the Goldman Sachs and Morgan Stanley's of. Sorry, a phone call came in and disrupted. Are you guys still there? Okay. Do I go in all now or this year? I can't tell you, man. Okay. Yeah. I can't tell you, but I already have gone in. You got to decide for yourself what you want to do. Yeah. Okay, got it. Will a poor USD Singapore exchange rate affect S&P 500? Yes. Yes, it will. The exchange rate always move faster, right? Always move faster than the stock market, who also move faster than the real economy, right? So we will see exchange rate now in some exchange rate losses for USD, but that's why I say you gotta buy for a long period of time, right? So then you will kind of even out the exchange rate fluctuation. If not, just hold it for a long time and it should be fine. Okay. Well, Mr. Lu, for sure your hair is planting is successful. I'm envious and FOMO as I got no rooftop. Which doctor do you go? From poodle to now Labrador hair. That's funny. Okay. I asked the Telegram people, do they want me to talk about my hair, my skincare, and all this kind of thing. Half the people said no. Keep a finance talk to finance talk. So I don't have a forum to talk about this. I can do it in my premium more channel. That's more gossipy. Okay. Here everybody wants Mr. Lu to be very serious. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, but I'm happy to share with you. You know what? You can. I'm trying to see where I can turn this into business by getting by seeing whether we can get a proper organization of this. My my Korean staff are helping me with this. Yeah. Okay. Open another channel for Hiao topics. That's funny. Okay. Does it make sense to take some profit right now? Charles, why have you been listening? What have you been listening just now? What did Warren Buffett say about the holding period? It's very tempting, right? It's very tempting. Okay. Any thoughts on this article? JP Morgan says biggest risk to the stock market in 2023 is no recession at all. I agree. If there's no recession or no slowdown, not necessarily recession, then inflation will continue to spike, right? So please have a bit of recession, so that you will slow down the inflation and maybe even deflationary, yeah. Because prices are too high. Okay. I did before failed. You did what before? Sorry, hair transplant. Okay. Adam Koo says based on technicals, it's a break from 200-day moving average. I think so. It's uptrend. Yes, I also agree with him. Okay. Next question, guys. Okay. Does the market price in a 25 basis point rate hike today? I think so. Yes. I think there's some numbers. 75 or 50 to 75% of the people actually think that today will be a 25% rate hike. And from then on, they don't think. So what I think the Fed will say today is, I'm going to increase by 25% basis points, but I'll still continue to increase as long as I see the inflation is not down, right? Something like that. And please don't write off that. The peak rate will be lower than what I previously committed. And it just need to frighten people so that people will kind of slow down their optimism, right? Because the worst thing in a fight for inflation is to give people hope. When people are gloomy, people are sian, people are depressive, people stop buying. People stop buying, inflation comes down. Yeah. I think it was Whole Foods right now telling all the suppliers, hello, time to start lowering all your prices. Don't BS me that inflation is still high. It is low already. Yeah. So Whole Foods in US, Whole Foods is like a Walmart equivalent, but they're more concentrated on fresh food. Right? They're telling the whole world, their suppliers, time to bring down your prices, you stupid ass. You're still keeping your prices so high, having fat margins, something like that. So it's good. Yeah. I just joined. Oh, okay. Read the slides or watch this video again, and you not missed it. Okay. Yeah. All right. Cool. Okay. So let's watch what happens to the stock market today. If it goes up, obviously I'm happy. If it comes down steep, I'll buy and I'm happy also. Either up or down, I'm happy. Yeah. So I still got shorts. The only problem is that it comes down and it goes up right away. If it comes down and stay negative, it's not so bad. It comes down and it go up within a day, then I sian nah. Yeah. Because our friend Endowers, they are buying very, very slow. It'll take 2 to 3 days. Yeah. Okay. All right, good. Okay. Thank you, everybody. I'm going to hold you back from dinner time. Will Singapore economy do better than US economy? Singapore dollar is so strong now. Yes, I think so. Okay, possibly, yes. I don't have long timeline and going into retirement this year. What's the best thing to plan for your retirement? Hold more cash, or hold more fixed D, hold more treasury bills, hold more Singapore bonds, hold less stocks. Yeah. Okay, top up your CPF life. That's what FRS. That's what I'll do. Okay. All right, good. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. I don't hold you back. With this, great. Okay, so we'll see you again. Okay, let's maybe come back tomorrow and see what the stock market reaction is. I got this, 25% hope that it's gonna, yeah. Okay. All right. See you guys. See you night. Good night. Okay. Good night. Have a great dinner. Have a great night. Okay. Yes. Have a great dinner. Great night. Vince. Okay. Good night to you. Obilu, Strawberry. Good night to you too. Okay. Good night, everybody. Okay. Buntong. Good night. Ivan. Good night to you. Yes. Patrick. Good night. Chilin. Good night to you too. Chilin. B has some MCM sale today. Okay. You can go there and take a look. William. Good night to you. Okay. Good night. Okay. Good night.